An object in R is a data structure containing values. Types of objects include scalars, vectors, and data frames. In this video, we'll focus on working with scalars and learn more about vectors and data frames in the vectors and data frames videos. A scalar is a type of object which holds only a single value. We saw some scalars in the expressions versus assignments video. For example, we assign the value 4 to the variable x. 4 is a numeric scalar, i.e. a single numeric value, which here we have stored in a variable called x. So far, we have only worked with numeric values, but a scalar, as well as other types of object, can contain other types of data too, such as character, which is text rather than numbers. We can assign a single piece of text, i.e. a character scalar, to a variable name in much the same way. Let's say we want to assign the name Liz to a variable called name. The difference is, in order for R to treat this as text, we need to add quotations. When we run this code, this shows up in our values list in the environment tab as before. So here's a summary of what we've seen in this video so far. Pause the video now and have a go at the task. Here's what your code from the task should look like. We're now going to perform some operations using the variables we've just created. We can add, subtract and perform other arithmetic operations on variables which store numeric scalars in the same way that we would perform these operations directly on the numbers themselves. For example, if we type a plus b and run the code, we get 5, since 2 is stored in the variable a and 3 is stored in the variable b. We could also assign the result to a new variable if we wanted to. Let's call it c. And the result, 5, is now stored in the variable c. An important point to note when you're assigning variables is that you should be careful not to overwrite any variables that you've already created. For example, if we assign 17 to the variable a, as we did in the expressions and assignments video, and then later assign 2 to the variable a, the original variable will be overwritten. This may seem obvious here, but it can be very easy to do without realizing when working with longer, more complex code, particularly if copying and pasting code within a script to perform similar tasks or analyses. Pause the video and have a go at the task. Here's the code. The last line won't work because our fruit variables are character scalars which can't be added. Again, this might seem obvious here, but it's a common error you might get if you try to perform a numeric operation on data which is not numeric. In this video, we've been working with very simple calculations, but as you progress with R, you'll be assigning more complex objects and information to variable names, such as data frames and analysis results, and you'll see how useful this is for using in later tasks and calculations.